Every time you speak, you either make money or lose money. Managing over $450 million as a Fortune 500 controller taught me that your bank account either grows or shrinks in proportion to how you communicate. If you're tired of being overlooked, your voice being background noise, and ready to be heard, respected, and paid like the leader God created you to be, then fix these 4 communication habits that are silently stealing your wealth. Number 1, 2 ears and 1 mouth. Most people listen to talk, not to care. That's not listening. That's advancing your agenda. Leaders listen to ask simple but deeper questions. They listen to understand the real problems, struggles, and roadblocks, which follows this Bible verse. Don't answer before you fully heard what someone has said, as this is considered foolish. When people listen to speak, others can immediately see through it, so they lose trust and respect. And when promotion time comes around, you get overlooked. And when asking for a raise, even if you work hard, you get the minimum with the excuse of no budget or hard economic times. Meanwhile, others get 20% or more behind closed doors. Or during a business meeting to get a client or negotiate business, you lose business because you didn't understand what the other person really wanted. That 17% raise difference or lost business compounded over years is a massive erosion of your wealth. Wealthy leaders know that God gave them 2 ears and 1 mouth. Guess which one they use more? Yes, you're right, the ears. So next time, instead of listening to speak, do what the Bible says. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. And watch your respect, influence, and wealth grow. But mastering this habit means nothing if you forget number 2. Communicate with self-control. Self-control is confidence, and confidence is our authority. So many ambitious and hardworking people lose opportunities not because they don't have the skills, but because they don't know how to control their presence. Most people waste their influence before they speak. They walk in a room all shriveled, apologizing for being late, mumbling ums and ahs whenever speaking, immediately becoming background noise. Without influence, you have no decision-making power. Think about those people. They have no successful people surrounding them. They grind behind their desk, hoping that someone will notice their hard work, while others, less qualified and more confident, get promoted, get heard, and get paid. They have no influence, no authority, no impact, and their wealth growth is completely stuck. I'll never forget my internship in my 20s. I was meeting with executives and managers, talking 1,000 miles an hour, hesitating, mumbling ums and ahs, no clarity, no confidence. English is my 4th language. And even though I was confident in my work, I was so nervous about my pronunciation and accent that I butchered the message. And with that, their confidence in my work slipped. That moment, I realized that confidence isn't about what you say, it's what you project. When you walk into a high-power room, you belong in there. Act like it. Control your body, because studies show that 55% of your confidence is seen through posture and nonverbal cues. So pull your shoulders back, lift your chin, and walk boldly. Control your entrance. If you're late, thank everyone for their patience and don't over-explain. Your confidence sets the tone. Control your pace. Pause before you speak. Give your mind and emotions a chance to catch up. This is when your nerves turn into power. The Bible is very clear on this. A wise person restrains their words, while a fool speaks impulsively and to their own ruin. Control your clarity and intention. Slow down, avoid filler words, and make every sentence count. Control your reaction. Questions like, what is the real challenge here? What resources do you need? Shows composure and understanding. I remember a board meeting where an executive came 20 minutes late. The CFO made a comment about it, and instead of panicking, the executive looked him in the eyes and said with calm and confidence, "Thank you for your patience while I was making the company more money." Every person in that room knew that he meant business. Confidence is not about knowing everything. It's about controlling what you say and how you carry yourself. Because when you master that, you stop being overlooked. You walk in a room and everyone stops speaking. You speak and they listen. That's how wealth, influence, and leadership compounds. But all the confidence in the world is gonna do nothing if you don't work on number 3. Speak truth, not validation. Have you ever stayed quiet in a meeting just to keep peace, or said something vague so you don't sound too harsh? I've done that before, and I've learned the hard way. Being vague and hiding the truth behind niceness is not compassion, it's self-focus. When you're nice, you're hiding the hard truth because you want to be liked. I met someone at the networking event with a big heart, but she doesn't speak up, avoid conflicts, agrees with everything, all because she wants to be liked. Never got promoted, lost many jobs, including the most recent one. I could feel her pain and desire to be seen, heard, appreciated, and valued. Leaders don't seek validation, they seek the truth. They focus on the problem and the person. Those who don't care about you would tell you what you want to hear, but true leaders would tell you what you need to hear to pull the best out of you. And speaking the truth doesn't mean being harsh. Respected leaders speak truth with love and grace because they live by speaking the truth in love. When you speak for validation, you give fake vibes and people feel it. When you trade truth for validation, you get cheap approval and your bank account stays at cheap levels too. Validation is like counterfeit money. It looks valuable, but doesn't buy your real trust or respect. You can spend it for a while, people smile, you feel accepted, but it fades very fast. Eventually, people realize it's fake and it leaves you weaker. Trust is the only real valuable currency that doesn't expire. And when you focus on impressing others, you give away your power and your freedom. True wealth comes from making difficult choices, solving problems, having difficult conversations, not from hidden insecurities craving external approval. So next time, instead of seeking validation, speak the truth and let your words be gracious, seasoned with salt, so you may know how to answer each person. But even the most honest leaders lose it all when they forget number 4. Don't tear, build. Have you ever sat in a meeting where the boss rips someone apart in front of the whole team? Maybe you were that employee, biting your tongue, trying not to explode, or maybe you were the boss. I remember being in a very uncomfortable team meeting where a vice president used a whole 15 minutes to harshly criticize a regional sales manager in front of everyone. Not only that VP didn't get the promotion that he was certain he was going to, but after a few months, he no longer worked for the company. Tearing people down does not earn respect. It destroys trust, erodes influence, and costs you money over time. Many ambitious people think that strong leadership is about walking over people's heads. That's why those people get used and not genuinely followed. True leaders do the opposite. They build up, inspire, and bring the best out of people. They command respect and get things done while increasing their influence and wealth. And it all starts with knowing yourself, your emotions, your mind, your personality, your voice. This has been the most rewarding and yet difficult journey for me, because when you know yourself, composure comes naturally. You pause before reacting, letting your mind and emotions catch up. You ask questions that help others share their ideas and overcome obstacles. You speak words that encourages, clarifies, and uplift. And you stop projecting insecurities. The Bible says, don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. Next time you step into a meeting, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, do the words that are about to come out of my mouth build up or tear down. This small shift changes the way people see you, how they follow you, and how much influence and wealth you create. If you change these 4 communication habits, you will see a big impact on your influence and your bank account. And if you want to build wealth God's way, then watch this video next.